Hi guys, EBPMAN here with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to do an unboxing review of 3 cases that are available for the Samsung Galaxy S7 or the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, and these cases are brought to us by Otterbox. So guys, I wanted to give you early access and review to a couple cases that are available today from Otterbox for those of you who are anticipating getting the Samsung Galaxy S7 or the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. It's always a good idea to get your cases before you get your phone because you don't want to have an accident happening when you're in the store or as you're leaving the store. So these 3 cases that we're going to look at today, one of them is the Commuter Case, as you can see right here, and this is for the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. The other one that we have here is the Symmetry Case, and this is for the S7, and then we're going to take a look at another case for the S7 Edge, which is another Symmetry Case. So we're going to take a look at all 3 of these cases, and that way you can have a sense more or less what style you like as you prepare for the Samsung Galaxy 7 to arrive to your home. Now, regardless of the case that you look at from Otterbox, for those of you who are not familiar with the Otterbox line, Otterbox is known in the industry for having one of the most durable cases available that are really going to protect your investment. So you think about the cost of turning in the phone to get a screen repaired or to repair something that gets damaged when you drop the phone. That doesn't compare in any way to the cost of having a good case. So I always recommend a good screen protector and a good case to protect your investment. And Otterbox is known for having military grade drop protection. So you can see certified and really is going to protect your phone. It is lightweight, and this is pretty consistent with all the cases. Lightweight, they're durable, they're impact resistant, and it's just overall a great experience to have an Otterbox case. I can tell you that I've personally never had to replace any of the cases that I've had because of damage. So let's take a look at the Commuter Case first, and then we'll look at 2 new models, the Symmetry Cases, right after. Now, taking a closer look at the Otterbox case, again, this is the Commuter series, and this is a case that's made out of 2 materials. The first material that you have is a TPU material, and you can see that this TPU material is on the inside, and then what it has is a hard plastic shell on the outside. Now, this really reduces the bulk because, as you've seen and know of the Otterbox line, they can become very bulky, especially if you're looking at something that, let's say, like for example, you're a construction worker or someone who works on the outdoors, and you want to make sure that you don't damage your phone. You do have the more robust cases, but this case is for the Edge, and you'll notice that it has kind of that sleek side, but it's going to give you still awesome protection. So you can see on the corners here, and once we insert the phone into this case. So 2-part material, TPU and hard plastic, but still giving you that peace of mind that comes with Otterbox. So here I have my Samsung S7 Edge, and this is my titanium version, and what I'm going to do is simply insert it into the phone case, just slide it in, and then I'll just press down on the corners. And because the case is a TPU case, it's just going to slide in. You don't really have to worry about taking it apart, really. I'm just going to move this out a little bit so that that portion kind of gets in right there. But you'll notice that's all really you have to do is just slide it in just like that, and it's nicely fit in the case. So now that we've inserted it, let's see what kind of protection we have. So looking at bumper protection, I always like to look at what kind of protection are you going to get on the sides. And as you can see here, you do have some really nice material on each one of the corners. They're going to protect your phone in the event that you do drop it. The other thing that you have is screen protection. Now keep in mind that the Edge does have a screen that goes all the way around, so you're not going to find a case that's going to give you a lot of protection right here, because really the protection is more over here in this area. So what I want you to do is notice how it has this lip here. This lip that comes up is giving you some extra protection in depth, because you have to realize that there's nothing here protecting that edge. So you have the same type of protection on each side. So if your phone falls like this, keep in mind that this area right here is going to keep the face lifted. At the same time, it's going to allow you to see that edge effect, that if you do get a phone call, you'll see that color effect coming through. So that's really nice. You'll notice the type of protection that you have here, how it's raised, and it goes all the way around, but again, it disappears because of the edge as you see this going on the sides. On the bottom, if we take a look at, your ports are nicely protected, and your headphone jack is protected with these port covers, and you have your speaker grill here nicely accessible, and it's there for you to just listen to music. As I open it up, you'll notice that it's really easy to gain access, and it's a very generous opening for your cable. Same thing with the headphone jack. Volume rocker here and here, very responsive, feels great. Power button, and on the top you have your pinhole mic cutout. On the back, the camera is really well protected, and you'll notice that the cutout is not straight, but it's in an angle. The cases nowadays are coming out with this, or a good case comes out with this type of design, because you want to make sure that there isn't any flashback. So it shouldn't be straight cut out, but it should be in an angle so that the flash goes outward, and you're getting that definitely with this case. And this is, again, the Otterbox Commuter for the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Let's check the symmetry case next. Now this is a symmetry case for the S7 Edge. You'll notice that it is very similar to the previous case we looked at. It's a two-part case. You have TPU material, and you can see that there's some TPU material here, and then you have a hard plastic, very hard plastic shell. It doesn't look that they separate. Let's see if it does. No, it looks like it's all one piece, though it's using two different materials. And then you have this kind of pattern in the inside that's really designed to help in the event that it gets dropped to disperse any kind of impact. This is a slim case, slimmer than the case that we just saw, but still going to give you some real nice protection. So let's go ahead and insert our S7 Edge and see how it looks. All right, so pretty simple. We'll do the same thing. I like starting on the bottom, so I'm just going to insert the bottom first, then push on the top, and this off. Now we have the phone in the case. Now this is a little bit different than the previous case that we looked at. It has less material because this is a thin format case. You'll notice how you still have that edge right here that's lifting up, and it's going to give you, again, a nice, if I were to put my finger right here, you notice how much distance there is between the screen and the edge that comes out. So it's going to give you some protection in the case that you drop it down. Same thing appears on this side. The other thing that we'll highlight is you have no protection on the actual cutouts. Everything's exposed because of the thin profile of the case, but everything is aligned really nicely. Here at the top, pinhole mic. Over here, you notice that, again, flash area is accessible, fingerprint sensor as well, and you can notice that it's giving you some nice protection to your camera lens. Power button here, it's not as pronounced as the other case was, and on this side right here, you can see you have your buttons. So now let's take a look at the next case, and that's going to be for the Samsung Galaxy S7. So now this is another symmetry case, and this features a transparent case, hard shell with a TPU side, and it's actually two TPU materials. TPU actually soft here, and then the hard plastic. You'll notice how it comes up here on the sides. Very nice. It does have a protective film here so that when you remove it, you can see very clearly the back of your phone nicely right there. So what we're going to do now is just insert it and see how everything aligns. All right, so we'll go ahead and, like I did on the other ones, I like starting from the bottom right there. Let's turn the phone off before we do that. All I'm going to do is just push it in, and now it's in place. And again, this is a thin profile case. You'll notice you still have some good screen protection. So right now you'll notice how you have that edge going around here on the side. You notice that it's not flush with your screen. However, if you do put a tempered glass screen protector, I would probably expect that it's going to come up a little bit higher. But as you can see, and let's try to put it right there, you can see how much protection you have right there on the corners. There's enough material there that I would say that is going to protect your screen. It is cut like in an angle. Let me see if I can show it to you right there. See how it comes up in an angle right here? So it's not flat. It kind of comes out. So it gives you the illusion of it not having any protection here because it comes out on the side. And you can see how raised that is right there. The side, again, it has a glossy look to it. You have your power button, very responsive. You have your volume rocker. On the bottom, you have your cutouts. Everything aligns nicely. And then you have, again, the ability to see the back of your phone without any problems. And also show off the color, which I love the gold color. I'm kind of stuck between the gold and the titanium colors. Now here, you can see that your camera cutout is nice. And it's going to give you a lot of protection, and you have no problem accessing the sensor. So I hope this video was helpful for you to decide what kind of case you would like to consider from Otterbox. Again, we looked at the symmetry case for the S7 and the S7 Edge, and we also looked at the commuter case. All of them providing great protection, a slim profile, so it's not the bulky case, but if you would like to have the more robust industrial strength case, it's also available from Otterbox. I want to thank Otterbox for making the cases available for us to review on our channel, and also would like to thank you for watching. If you have any comments or questions, leave it in the comment area below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy your Samsung Galaxy S7.